How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? I know it's G. I know it's been a while since I posted any videos on here, but I got a lot to talk about, and I'm probably just gonna break this up into sections. First of all, we're gonna talk about the delusion of America, free speech. We're gonna talk about the fresh and fit thing. We're gonna talk about the Biden, all of that stuff. We're gonna talk about a little bit of politics. We're gonna touch on it. We're gonna touch on what's going on in California. We're gonna talk about um Dolph since I'm in Memphis. We're gonna talk about Dolph and all these other rappers. But we're gonna touch on a lot of these different issues. Alright, today. So y'all like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna be dropping. I'm gonna make all these videos today, and I'm gonna just drop them. I'm gonna just drop them. I'm gonna schedule them to be dropped every day. All right. I might drop this whole video and then just chop it up and drop it. I'm not for sure. But anyway, you know, making it. Gonna talk about what's been going on in my life, as far as my business ventures and what's going on. I'm gonna try to make a lot of videos today because I ain't really got time. Stuff getting a little busy. Stuff getting a little busy for me. Uh, but I'm pulling all the tricks out the hat. So that's just one of them things. But let's get into it. Free speech. Now, you wonder why I'm talking on free speech. Because free speech is a fundamental thing. If we don't have free speech, we don't have real ideas. We don't have real justice. We don't have real consequences. We don't have effective means of solutions. And what made me want to talk about free speech is everybody's talking about this fresh and fit thing, and I check them out, like, you know what I mean. I understand it from the last drama and shit like that. I bring that up because they doing the copyright strikes, and I'm trying to jump back in. And like I said, I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent at this, as far as my YouTube posts. And I made a video about them. I wasn't just bashing them or whatever. But what's happening is Auburn Priest, they got a whole bunch of copyright strikes against Auburn Priest. They got a whole bunch of copyright strikes against a lot of other people. And it's supposed to be covered under fair use. It's supposed to be covered under fair use. So they're just kind of trying to silence all criticism towards them. Now, thing is, if this works and these people don't do the work to actually say, hey, I'm going to fight every last one of these copyright strikes. I'm going to fight every last one of these copyright strikes. Then this is going to set a precedence in people's minds. It's going to say, hey, all I got to do now, somebody make a YouTube channel against me, all I got to do is just send them a whole bunch of copyright strikes. And it's so tedious that they just got to just delete the videos. All right. Whether I win those copyright strikes or not. Now this is kind of disappointing. I'm the kind of disappointed in Fresh and Fit for that, and this is why. Because they are supposed to be in the manosphere, in the red pill awareness space. These are not popular ideas. Those ideas from the red pill manosphere space, or whatever you want to call it, those are not popular ideas. So the only reason why you even allowed to say that is because of the freedom of speech. Because it's a lot of people that want to come after you. Look at what happened to Kevin Samuels. Take it for example. Kevin Samuels had plenty of copyright strikes. I mean, not plenty of copy. He didn't have plenty of copyright strikes. I don't really know what he had. I don't think he ever got a copyright strike. It was a petition against his channel to take his channel down, though. but he was so well versed in the copyright game as far as YouTube was concerned, well well versed in a lot of things that, and people coming for his neck every day because he's saying some unpopular. He's going against the grain of what the mainstream narrative is as far as intersexual dynamics and especially in the black community. He was only allowed to be prominent because of that. Not saying that you should try to take him down by any means necessary. No, you have to, like, if you're gonna take a guy like Kevin Samuels down, you got your work cut out for you. I'm just gonna be real with you, just legally, and like for YouTube, you got your work cut out for you. He'll have to slip massively on one or couple videos to just do that, but he don't. So, cause he got the discipline about it, but and he was disciplined enough to even not really call y'all out. He called y'all out, but not really. Like he didn't even say y'all name. So this is what's going on. You about to shoot yourself in the foot. This is the fresh and fit. Y'all about to shoot yourself in the foot because just like, and I'm gonna allude to this later on in this video, just like the Democrats, y'all shooting free speech in the foot. Like, if I get offended by a joke, I just don't watch no more. Like, just don't watch no more. And this is for general public. Just don't watch it no more. Just don't do that. Make better content. If they don't like your content, just make better content. Or just come along with it. Y'all built y'all platform as far as Fresh and Fit. I'm addressing Fresh and Fit. You built your platform off controversy. You built your platform off controversy, period. It comes with certain things. People are going to talk about you. You should have thick skin and thick enough skin to just take that as it comes. Because the primary goal of y'all the primary objective as far as what I've seen, I don't really watch every day as much as I used to, but what from what I've seen, and even Rolo would tell you that, like from what I've seen, like I'm like this. Look, man, I know it's bringing views. I know your name is all up in the joint or whatever. Y'all getting your money. Get it. I don't really mind. I don't care. I ain't no hater. But if you actually win, you should consider it a loss for the entire space. For the entire space. Because you cancel culture then went from the left to the right. Now cancel culture is on these unpopular ideas. And first of all, I'm anti cancel culture. Period. I'm anti cancel culture all day, every day. Like, if somebody says, I don't like black people, they should be allowed to say that. And that's with me being black. If they say, I don't like men, they have the freedom to say that. You know what I mean? And they should also have the freedom to defend their ideas. And I should have the freedom to criticize their ideas. Thing is, how do we move forward if you constantly playing paperwork games? Because it's going to get to a point that once you playing those paperwork games with free speech, where you doxing, like I'm not a proponent of doxing people. I don't really agree with that at all. I don't like the doxing. Like, yo, if you say something out of way, I could see it happening. It's what's known to happen. But I'm not for to dox nobody. I'm not for to shame nobody. I'm for to enlighten people. That's what y'all supposed to be on, bruh. Enlightening people. Hey, it's some simps out there. They letting women do this. I understand why it's happening because the culture promotes this. You got financial interests backing certain ideas, and y'all are counter to those ideas. That's why y'all got as big as y'all did. Y'all are counter to those ideas. And free speech allowed you to do that. So that's my take on the fresh and fit free speech situation. Next thing is the is what am I going to what I say left? Um, all right, we finna get into Rittenhouse. All right, Rittenhouse. That case shows a lot of different things. Like, and before I get into that case, I understood, like me personally, I didn't really know about politics, and I didn't really cause you kind of have to follow this shit. You kind of have to follow it a lot. Like, you know what I mean? I just so happen to have the time and the means to follow it. I don't really expect a cat with a job and kids, and you got to go to the party this afternoon and do this and do that, and you got social obligations, financial obligations, and you got your time just taken. You ain't just listening to the news and different, trying to find different sources of media to like. I get that. You know what I mean? Some people be like, "Oh, CNN said it. I take it as law. Fuck it. I take it as law." All right, CNN says this: the Rittenhouse case. He shot two white dudes. For all y'all black folks out there that bought into the racial narrative, he shot two white dudes. All right. I saw a lot of cats on, even on YouTube, that I really respected. Like, I'm like, damn, bro, I've been following you for a minute, bro. Like, how you saying all that and you going along with the racial narrative? How you saying that? But then too, it's kind of made me realize, damn, bro, I had a little too much respect for you, bro. I shouldn't have listened to your news. I kind of took a couple of cats' opinion. Like, I go with it because I don't know enough about it. I just take their word for it until I figure it out. And I'm always good at figuring out. That was one case I was following because everybody was making such a big deal. It went to LeBron James about it. And I'm up here like, everybody coming at him on a racist angle. He shot like two, three white dudes. Like one, yeah, it was a BLM march slash riot slash protest. So they was looting stores. He was protecting some brown cats. He a white guy. I know a lot of white guys. It's just the media was, oh, he crossed state lines. His dad stays in Kenosha. I'm up here like, yeah, it's legal for him to carry that shit, especially then where he had to defend himself. And the video is out. Like, that's what's so crazy. Like, the video is out. And I'm looking at CNN, MSNBC. I'm looking at them promote that false narrative of like, and I'm up here like, I'm actually following the case. Like, I'm actually following the case, and I'm like, damn. I'm actually following the case. So it's like this. First off, he was defending himself. They pushed him on his back and they cracked him upside the head with a skateboard after. And he went straight to the police and turned himself in. Now, whether he was supporting Black Lives Matter, it might be a little bit more advantageous of him to say that. What was he actually doing down there to begin with? That might have been some dumbass shit to do. Like, but really, it was an open and shut case, bro. It wasn't like the Ahmaud Arbery case where them cats deserve what they got. It wasn't that. But at the same time, in a state like Georgia where citizens arrest laws are pretty advantageous towards the person making the arrest, the right shit happened. Ahmaud Arbery case. That was the right thing they did. They hunted them. They hunted that cat down, and they still try to call him and frame him as a jogger. He was a real estate guy. He was actually inside a house while it was getting built, and they said he was trying to steal. So, and then he tried to run. He tried to run away and get the fuck away from them folks. Which, and they shot him. They gunned him down. Like, yeah, like throw the book at them niggas. But at the same time, with Kyle Rittenhouse, the dude was innocent because of self defense, bro. Like, dude was innocent, like a motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Even LeBron James, like you see how the media do. Like they promote false narratives. I'm in Memphis right now, predominantly black city. Everybody buys into the bullshit. The bullshit so strong. Like they buy into it because they don't follow that shit. I actually follow the shit. I actually follow the shit. So it's like this, man. It's like now I can't really rock with y'all on that. I can't. I can't rock with y'all on that. And then the dude, and then they had a retaliate. I guess they framed it as a retaliation. I haven't really dug too deep into that dude, but in Wisconsin, where when I was in the Navy, we had did a parade down there. They had a parade going on, and we had to march when I was in the Navy, which was kind of crazy. But it's a pretty cool town down there. But at least from what I saw, dude ran over kids and everything, bruh, and crying because he got to go to jail, bruh. Throw the book at that dude. Like, real talk. Like, white, black, whatever, bruh. Like, if my son had some white friends and I'd be like, yo, go with your white friends and go to that parade. My sisters were in a parade downtown Memphis, bruh. Like, I was in a parade when I was younger and in the Navy. Like that was the last of my parade days. I don't really just be marching and shit. But it's like this, bro. Like it like, bro, you see what the media does. I was even looking at Tim Pool. Tim Pool. I was looking at couple other couple other guys. And that was like you see what the media does and how they like manipulate things. Right. And I was actually at a class like I think it was last week. I had to break that whole case down to a chick, and it's surprising to know that it's surprising to see like wow, I see past this shit, and I don't really fuck with too many people. But I was in class last week, and I was talking to this chick, and she was like, "That nigga need to be guilty." I'm like, "That nigga don't need to be guilty." And they tried to immediately frame me as like some jigaboo or whatever, like some Uncle Tom ass nigga. And I'm like, dude, I'm not no Uncle Tom ass nigga. I'm pro black like a motherfucker, bro. Like, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you know the facts of this shit, right? You know what I mean? She was like, you know he killed two white dudes and the video was online, right? And she was like, he killed two white dudes? I ain't hear that. I'm like, yeah, but they pushed that racial narrative on you. I know it was a Black Lives Matter protest slash riot, and I know Antifa been there, but you know those two dudes were black, wasn't black. They was white. He killed two white dudes. He shot two or three white dudes or something like that, right? And they was like, I never heard that. I'm like, the video was online. Him on his back, spinning around, shooting the fuck out of somebody. It's on video, bro. Like it's on video. And they like For real, I'm like, yeah, man. If you look at CNN and MSNBC, these niggas been lying, and they'll put a narrative they'll be race baiting so much that it's almost ridiculous the way they do it. And I'm like, come on, man, don't fall for it. And she up there like go from calling me Uncle Tom to trying to do her own little research right quick. And I'm like, I'm telling her, I'm like, don't fall for the bullshit, man. Like straight up, don't fall for the bullshit. And she came back and she had a lot more respect for what the fuck I was saying. And I was like, yeah, bro, like it ain't like they gonna give you a narrative. That's why they don't really promote the shit like that. They saying it was a failure of justice. No, it's act if he would have got found guilty, I'm a gun told. I got my gun license and everything. I'm in Memphis. I don't have to have my gun license, but just in case some other shit go down, like, cause I'm feeling like it's gonna be some gun laws get changed because of that dog situation. I really do think so. Just cause of the Dolph situation, I feel like it's some gun laws for to get changed straight up. And honestly, I just got my gun license to carry because I ain't want no bullshit. You know what I mean? Some shit didn't happen. Like I ain't really. I got a son. Like I'm still in Memphis trying to get the fuck out of this motherfucker. I've been like I done left Memphis about twice. I'm trying to get the hell out of here, and I ain't coming back this time. Like I ain't fuck this. Like I don't even have no fun. It's cool. Like coming from a place like I was staying in San Diego for a minute. Coming from a place like San Diego, I learned to appreciate Memphis because of different little things that I could take advantage of. But now it's like the walls closing in on a nigga, bro. Like I can't do it. And nobody hates nobody hated as much as the truth tellers. And I can't even really just tell the truth and be around black folks and shit like that. I can't really cause they bought into the bullshit and all the kids is crazy. So it's like and they vote these motherfuckers in and they wonder why it's like this. And I'm like, bruh. But yeah, as far as that goes, like that Rittenhouse case is just one example. Like I seen that shit soon as Trump got in office. Like I was kind of rocking with them niggas at first, cause I didn't vote for Trump the first time. I definitely voted for that nigga the second time though. I was like, nigga, I ain't stupid. This the last chance these niggas got, bruh. This the last chance this dude got. And Trump, I ain't saying that dude perfect, but bruh, like it's better than what's going on. And Biden kind of being a bozo. He been that. Like even Obama was saying, like don't underestimate. What was the phrase that Obama said? He said, "Don't underestimate how bad Joe could mess up," or something. It was something to that effect. So I was like, damn. Even Obama was like that. I was trying to give him a shot. I was like, yo, you can set your clock to this nigga. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like a lame. I kind of thought he was gonna do one. I kind of still thinking he gonna do one term, but he did so much grandstanding and posturing and pandering. Like I just was like, oh my god, like this dude. Like you can only lie for so long before people start like realizing what the fuck really going on, bruh. Y'all spent all that time lying on Trump, and now all of those lies are unraveling. The Russia thing, the the Russia tape, the the white supremacy. Not saying that all of the white supremacy shit was wrong. I'm just saying it's a lot of white supremacy and how they be finessing shit. It's a lot more subtle than you think. It's just what they be trying trying to say white supremacy is ain't all the time factual. So they had a black folks in an emotional uproar because they understand black folks are ran by women. And like and that's just I like that. I know that's the uncomfortable truth. Niggas don't want me to say that, but they understand them for the majority of black people, it's a woman that's running the household. It's a woman that's like kind of thing. So they kind of finesse us and pay us lip service, and they lie to us, and then they'll try to get with the Hispanic folks. Like, you know what I mean? That's just what happened. That's what's been happening for a minute. And that's just my view on it. Let me go to the next topic. I'm gonna just say if you got anything to say about it, just like, share, and subscribe, bro. Like, share, and subscribe. Um, Next topic I'm gonna speak on is what else? What else? What else? Quick little thing. I saw Steph Curry hit a three. I'm a big Warriors fan. I'm a big Warriors fan. Uh, I like I like the Warriors. I like the way they play ball. It's like beautiful basketball they play. Uh, I like Steph Curry. I never seen a guy like that ever in the game. I've been watching since MJ. I was born in '84, nigga. Like I watched all the MJ championship games. Period. I watched all the basketball games, all of them. You know what I mean? For real. I remember MJ. Kobe was close. I think Kobe was a better shooter, but you was well aware that everybody on the floor was a role player. Well aware of it. A little too aware of it. I think MJ passed the ball a lot better. I think Kobe had a lot more power over his team, but I don't think he was as good a leader as MJ was. Now, RP to Kobe though, because Kobe was one of the greats. Always be considered one of the greats. The thing is, man, everybody be skipping over Kobe when they talking about top five shooting guards, top five guards, top five cats. If your shit is Jordan, LeBron, like what about Kobe, nigga? Like for real, what about Kobe? Like Kobe was the truth, bro. Like straight up. It's hard to watch his games like that, but he was the truth. That's just what it was. But that's enough on that. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? All right, let's get into a little intersexual dynamics as far as men and women's concerned today. Haven't been dealing with a lot of women as of recent, so I'm gonna just give y'all that. Haven't really been dealing with a lot of women. Um, haven't really been interested at this point. I'm not black pill guy. I can do it whenever the fuck I feel like. Right now, I'm just focused on a lot of other things that's going on in my life right now, and I got a son, so I'm pretty much kind of set. My happiness lies somewhere else, but it'd be nice if I can actually have the time to feel comfortable right like that. I mean, but for far as one thing I've been noticing, haven't been watching a lot of red pill manosphere content lately. Because you gotta understand, I've been well aware of what Kevin Samuels is saying before Kevin Samuels was even a thing. I've been well aware of what the red pill was before Rolo Tomasi. I've been well aware of it. I got aware of it by different means. But it's like this. It's like this. Um, I think it's a backlash coming. It's lot more black pill guys out here than people realize. Like, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm not kicking off against the black pill guys. I still understand why the MGTOW guys are doing what they doing. I don't really consider myself a MGTOW at this point, but I used to. in all actuality, at this point, for the last, I don't know, 2 3 months, I'm getting kind of mixed out. Even before then, really, because I was dealing with chicks, but I wasn't really like dealing with them like that. One thing I noticed is the whole intersexual dynamics as far as the adversarial nature, what's supposed to be the adversarial nature of a woman's mating strategy versus a man's mating strategy. It's starting, people starting to wake up and understand that you got to change the culture. You got to change what these ad people do. You got to change what the corporations do. You got to change what the politicians do. Thing is, this has been an outcry for so long, and nobody with a major platform is even talking about it. They just going to court because it's basically whoever makes a change on that is gonna be political suicide. It's almost political suicide because there are more women than there are men, especially in places like Atlanta. Um, you got the power structures that be are going to be facilitating the change. Now, as far as what people doing now, a lot of people moving to red states. I'm in Tennessee. I done got more neighbors from Michigan, Detroit, Chicago. Like I done had my next door neighbor. He was from Michigan. He was from Michigan, and it was another chick who moved down there on the block. I think the chick right here, she's from like Queens or something. Like she's straight up from New York or something. Little thick black chick. Like she stayed right across the way. But I be saying she a little too thick for me. She like couple. I mean, but she look good from far back. Like she one of them chicks that she look good. It's good to look at, but I ain't fit to deal with it like that. That's kind of thick. Where you damn near like you worked out for it, but you was working out for it, but it was like, yeah, nah, I ain't fit to deal with it. The little chicks that stayed across from me, they moved out. But anyway, I've been seeing lot more new neighbors in my house, and it's like a house that's on the corner, and then it's a house in this little like curve with my neighborhood. Like it's been like plenty of people moving in. So it's a tax-free state. It's a red state, but it's a blue city, and it's a lot of people from Cali, from a lot of blue states coming down to red states. That's been happening for the last year or two. Like I say, since the end of 2019 on out. Because first, California was getting ridiculous before the pandemic. Cali was getting ridiculous, but it was like tolerable. It was tolerable before the pandemic. After the pandemic, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Like straight up, ain't nobody got time to be. I'm trying to go to work and do this and do that, make some moves in my life, and y'all ain't really got no jobs out there like that, except for like minimum wage, under minimum wage, waitress jobs and shit. That's what y'all got. Y'all got a whole service economy out there. Everybody broke, so everybody robbing, everybody killing. It got so bad to the point where the mayor of fucking L.A. said, "Don't come to L.A." Like straight up, it's a tourist town. Don't come to LA, man. Stay out of LA. We cannot protect you, dog. When it's like that, bruh, I would not want to say that shit. I be thinking they be wanting to say that about Memphis though, but it's like cause Memphis done got bad. Memphis been bad though. It's been kind of the same. It's just it's it's corrupt politicians, bro. Like that's all it is. And these motherfuckers been getting voted in for the last 3 4 decades. it's been just corrupt politicians, false narratives. They selling the bullshit like straight up. That's what's been happening. So I can't really say like and coming from a cat that love like to go to Cali and hang out. Man, I can't beat over there, man. Like it's just too fucked up. It's too fucked up, bro. Like you start blending in with the junkies and shit, man. Like, and then you got the gang shit out there, man. Niggas ain't fucking with that shit, bro. Like I'm trying to move far, far away, far, far away. I'm trying to get the fuck out of there. So for me, like I'm like me, I got to get away from Memphis, and I've been thinking about just going to another part of Tennessee or going to like a red state, like probably Texas or Arizona or something like that, where the weather's pretty much either the same as Memphis or a little better. I got to think about those tax implications though. So I mean, if y'all thinking about moving, man, just put something down in the comments. Let me know if y'all moving. Cause it's like it's getting bad in Memphis, and then I'm seeing like every other day a rapper dying. Slim 400 died. I was like, God damn, Slim 400 died. When Slim 400 died, I was like, God damn. But thing is, he in LA. You know what I mean? It was a couple of little YouTubers, cat with the dreads and shit. He about to talk about something else. Then they got the pow 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 pow. And they in a blue state where it's hard as fuck to get a gun. Period. Like you can't even defend yourself like that. And they not fit to change that shit. They not fit to change that shit. We got constitutional carry here, so you can at least defend yourself. But when Dolph died, Jim Strickland out here like, we need to change these gun laws. I'm like, dude, you bet not. Like for real. We need to change these gun laws, make them a little bit harder to get. I'm like, dude, these criminals and what the Democrats don't understand. And Jim Strickland, not even a Democrat. That's what's so crazy about it. But it's like, I'm like, what you don't understand is that criminals are going to get those guns, period. It's so hard to get a gun in fucking Chicago right now. So what they do? They go over to Indiana, get them a gun, come right back. They get a gun, come right back. Period. It's constitutional carry. Come right back. At least you got yours. I'd rather be tried by. Look, man, I keep my shit on me. Like I ain't gonna say all the time, but I keep it on me like 95% of the time. Like you know what I mean? I keep my shit on me all the time, especially when I'm with my son, bro. Like I don't play that shit. Like you know what I mean? But I keep my shit on me all the time. I don't play that shit at all. I do not play that shit. But it's cause niggas don't give a fuck. Niggas don't give a fuck. I was in a gas station and I guess nigga had fucked the nigga off or something like that. And then all I heard, I'm with my son lollygagging. He just a 6-year old kid lollygagging in the store. I don't lollygag in the store, but I'm like, yo, we just left church. I'ma go to the store. I hear this one dude, all I hear is, and I'm up here looking at the back of the store like, and it was kind of loud. I was like, I'm looking at the back of the store. I'm like, the fuck? Big light skinned dude, get up, trying to run out the store and be cool about it. And I'm up here like, it ain't that bad. And I'm up here like, all right, man, get what you want. I'm in the line. I'm looking at this nigga. I turned around. This nigga running out the motherfucking store and shit. And I'm up here like, Then it's a nigga coming with the same gun I got. Same gun. Cause they got a little silver piece on the top and it's all black. Then nigga come out that motherfucker with the gun out. Bow, 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 letting that motherfucker ring out. I was like, I don't know what happened, but it ain't had nothing to do with me. So I was kind of cool. Dude locked the store. He had us in the back and shit like that. He let my son get some free shit. And I'm up here like, nigga, I ain't got time for this, man. I gotta actually raise my son up in this motherfucker. So that case was a case for me to try to get out of Memphis, but it was some other shit that happened. Not to the same level, but I'm with my son. So I had to get out. Like real talk. And thank God I had my gun on me. Nigga, for real. In that situation. Cause I could have easily just like blew that nigga ass off, but I kind of assessed the situation real quick. Had my son behind me, and like, and I'm just at the gas station, bro. Like Memphis dangerous as fuck. I'm just at the gas station trying to get a little something, like you know what I mean, in the Haven. Like I just left church with my son, bro. Like, and my son ain't feeling good at all about it. Like I think he understood what was going on. He understood you gotta keep your head on the swivel, nigga. That's why I be like, yo, I don't like right to this day, dude. Like when I go somewhere with my son, like I don't really even get him shit like that. I get him some, but I want him to know what the fuck we getting before we walk in the door, bro. For real. I want him to know what the hell is you trying to get, bro. Cause fuck this. Like, cause me personally, I know what I'm getting. I'm in and out. Unless it's a line. And I ain't lollygagging at that motherfucker either, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't flipping through my shit, nigga. I already got my method of payment. You know what I mean? I'm using cards. I ain't trying to flash too much cash, nigga. I'm not bullshitting out here, bro. Like, I'm getting on down. Like, that's how it became lately in the last, I'd say, the last 3 years. I kind of have to watch what stores I go to now. Like, what gas, because everybody be at the gas stations. You just have to watch that shit. And every other day on, and it's crazy because every other day on Facebook, I'm looking at, damn, I just left this gas station, double homicide. Damn, I just left that gas station. That gas station got robbed. This gas station got robbed. That gas station got robbed. This gas station got robbed. Over there on the east side, that gas station got like it's a gas station getting robbed like every other day, bro. Like real talk. They say the most dangerous occupation you got right now is a rapper. I say the most second dangerous is a motherfucking gas station attendant, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, y'all motherfuckers got to get used to getting the going on laying it down, man. For real. Like, I can't even be on that shit. Y'all got to go on and get used to laying it down, bro. For real. Y'all got to get used to laying it on down. So, I'm looking at that shit and I'm up here like, okay, whatever, 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 whatever. All right. So, I'm seeing this shit and I'm like, okay, all right, let's do this. And then I like I know my son probably like he see I can still do the same shit, but I'm just not really moving as much as I used to. And I'm up here like, nah, bruh, I gotta figure out a way to get you and me out of Memphis. Period. I see where this shit going. I see the writing on the wall, bruh. It ain't this many junkies and shit, but fuck that. Nigga getting their ass blew the fuck off up in here, up in Memphis, bruh. And I can only imagine how LA is, bro. Like from what I be hearing, like I said, I be hearing it. I ain't seen it for myself. So you just gotta understand. I got cats in LA that say little shit, man. I rode through LA. Fuck that place. Hell no. And then them laws. Hell no. I'm not going up there. Same about New York. Fuck that place. Don't send me to Cali. Don't send me to New York. I go wherever you gotta go. Don't send me to Cali. Don't send me to New York. Fuck that place. Fuck both of them places. That's what I constantly hear from cats I know from the NY, cats I know from Cali, and it's just crazy how the crime done spiked, bruh. It's crazy how the crime done spiked, bruh. Like I'm like, God damn, bruh. Like just 2 years ago, we was having like the lowest unemployment. You can actually get caught lollygagging somewhere and not get shot the fuck up or get robbed or something. Nigga, I ain't getting caught like lacking nowhere. Like in the last, I'd say, especially these last 6 months, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've been trying to keep my head above water and my nose clean. But I've been about it's been a couple moments I might have turned to the dark side. You know what I'm talking about? It's been a couple moments I might have just turned to the dark side. You know, I'm gonna leave it like that. But enough of that. What else I'm gonna talk about? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The business shit. Right now, I'm kind of thinking about getting out of the insurance game. I mean, I'm currently in school. I'm ready to take my test for my CDLs right now, just to get it. I should have been past that. I should have been got that shit. But this is why I'm making a lot of videos right now because I'm probably not gonna be at the house for a minute. Um, I'm probably not gonna even be in Memphis for a minute, just to be honest with you. This is probably my last little week, like being in Memphis, and I come back whenever it's time for me to get my son, cause I gotta drop him off tomorrow. Once I drop him off at school, then it's gonna be that on that for tomorrow. Uh, cause his mom's supposed to get him from pick him up from school, cause they made a big deal about it. You know what I mean? Whatever. Um, not to talk about that situation. I was kind of tempted to talk about this situation, but I'm not gonna do it. Um, but yeah, the insurance shit, man. You kind of got stress all year. If you sell a policy today and you got a decent contract, you kind of squeezing yourself for the next 9 to 12 months, hoping these folks and really these folks ain't really like I had two clients that I really should have been sold the policy. One I been sold her a policy for, and another chick that I really should have sold that chick a policy like months ago, like July, June sometime. This chick just not called me. I mean, not call a chick because she a cool chick. I mean, she a cool person or whatever. But you should have really called me and bought that policy months ago. And I had it, but I understand why she didn't. And it was like this, man. It's like this. Hey, I can sell you another policy, but then I got halfway through the application, and then I ain't heard nothing from her again. And I'm up here like, bruh, I'm kind of glad right now because I'm like, I really ain't sold no policies in the last month because I've been doing this truck driving thing. So, and it's kind of like expensive as hell, especially if you're an independent agent like I am. It's kind of expensive as hell. But you gotta keep up with your E&O insurance. You gotta have your E&O insurance popping. I let that go once I started doing truck driving because it was kind of slowing down before then. But I let that go as soon as I started truck driving. Like real talk, I started trying to do the truck and driving trucks ain't no. It's it's easier once you get out on the road, but actually going getting the licenses and shit, you gotta learn how to bag. You gotta learn all the stuff that you gotta pay attention for. You gotta fundamentally drive a different way than you ever have driven before, and that takes a little minute to unlearn a lot of old habits and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to get the license, and license like $8,000 just to even get a school, cause I ain't got no semi out here. So it's like I really ain't been making a lot of money. And then these two people called me. That would have been a cool little lick, cause I done already paid the chargebacks on them. So it's like that'd be a cool little lick to go ahead get right quick to hit. That's a cool little lick to hit right quick. If I can just get two policies right quick, you know what I mean? Get a little money by next week sometime. That'd be a cool little lick. But I ain't really just they been hunting me down. I'm not hunting them down. Like so they hunted me down and then they ain't really go through with the policy. So I'm like, damn, bro, like what? Like so I'm it's kind of like y'all wait damn near 6 months to where I damn near almost if y'all don't get the policy by the end of this month, I might not even be appointed with these people with the two Pacific carriers that I'm trying to get them in because one, my E&O insurance is not active right now. I can get it active and retro date it, but my E&O insurance is not active right now. And I got until next month to get some bills. So I was like, and then plus, even if I do sign y'all shit, it's been so many payment little situations that's been like not happening. It's been so many payment situations, issues that I had with one of the chicks that it's like I damn near don't even want to sell you the policy because it's like, bruh, like I'm just saying, man, like I done sold you the policy, bruh. Like I done already sold you the policy. You know what I mean? All you had to do was pay for it. I don't want to constantly be having to deal with you after I sell you the policy. I don't mind, but pay your bills, bruh. And if you change your bank account or whatever, pay your bills, man. Like that's all I'm asking. Like pay your bills, or I'm gonna have to pay damn near $1,200 back, $500 back, $700 back, $3,000 back. I gotta pay that shit back. So it's just one of them things where I don't really I'm it's a bad taste in my mouth. Like I said, I was trying to transition over to health and property and casualty. But I started the truck driving thing now, so I'm gonna have to put that on a little hold right quick. Not it ain't gonna be a forever hold. It's just gonna be a little hold on it. It ain't gonna be like forever or nothing. But you know what I mean? I ain't really trying to do it like that, but I can't like nah, it's not happening. But as far as me going music, I saw the Kanye and Drake stuff. I think it was pretty good for the Larry Hoover thing. Like I think it was pretty good, man. Like I think all the proceeds going to his legal defense or something, or some type of getting him out of getting Larry Hoover out effort. So I thought that was pretty nice. I mean, look at what Chicago going through right now. Like y'all can try that, but I feel what they doing though, and it's nice to see Drake and Kanye. They had some of the, I don't think they had the two of the big. 'Cause I think Kanye album kind of fell off a little bit. I think he took a loss for his album though. I think his shit platinum though right now. But I mean, let me not rate those albums. They both did pretty good, but I think it was pretty good. I think it was pretty good. It could have started on time, but you know what I mean. You got two of the biggest dudes in the game right now doing it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? That's all I got to talk about today. So I'm gonna just leave it there, and I'll probably do a video later on today. All right. But if y'all like these subjects, like, share, and subscribe. Follow your boy G. I'm gonna break all these down. All right. Peace.